Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Stellos Stadium for tonight's NHIAA Division I competition between the Nashua South Panthers and the Nashua North Titans. Tonight's contest is the first Battle of the Bridge contest, not only of the fall season, but for the entire 23-24 school year. As we ask our coaches and competitors, we ask the fans to demonstrate good sportsmanship throughout this contest. Please cheer positively and show respect for your team, your opponent, the coaches, and of course the officials. We would also like to thank Nashua ETV for always supporting Nashua Athletics. They are here again tonight live streaming this contest. And now for our starters. Beginning with the visitor, Nashua South, Wiley Hart, Marin Lowell, Aaron Flaherty, Karina O'Donnell, Roseanne Shiju, Sage Devens, Kira Walsh, Emily Richard, Minu Dwarka, Naya Musa, and South Zagoli, Ziadani D. La Lima. And now for the home team, the Nashua North Titans. Alexa Farrell, Jordan Lopez, Caitlin Monroe, Caitlin Fry, Molly Ducharme, Sarah Weintraub, Rachel Rydell, Annabelle Watt, Julia Saucier, Lauren O'Neill, and the Titan goalie this evening, Abby O'Malley. At this time, I would ask that you please rise for the playing of the national anthem.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stellos Stadium. I'm Tom King along with Rich McDonough. It is Battle of the Bridge. It is that time of year already in the fall season. We are speeding along. Nashua North versus Nashua South. Today, field hockey is the sport of the day. And these two teams, Rich McDonough, South coming in with one win. North is winless on the season. And this should be, a fairly evenly matched game. It always is. There's always a lot of intensity. And I'll tell you what, when these teams score, they go nuts. So and for these teams, scoring has been a problem all season long. And, we'll see how it goes today. is a little soggy, but you know what? The rain right now is not bad. It's not that bad out there. They can get out there and play, and it's a good thing we have the field turf here at Stellos Stadium.
Well, typically, Tom, at higher levels and et cetera, they water down the fields for field hockey in order to keep some adhesion with the hard plastic
even
ball
on
there.
Even on the
don't
turf.
have to worry about
even
that
on
today.
The turf.
Yeah,
no, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about watering anything today. That's
no,
for
we're
sure.
well watered. I think all fire ponds are full. But yeah, you brought main point. 0 goals for North so far this season.
Right.
4 all season for South. So
South.
who wants it more? Big thing to watch is goaltending for South. De La Lima is excellent.
Yeah, De La Lima is excellent. But you know what? Abby O'Malley's not bad either.
Oh, yeah.
Because think of it, Rich. The shots on goal that these two teams face from other opponents is a ton. So they are the busiest players on the field.
And I feel for them, as you know, as a goalie in lacrosse. I feel for them.
Yep. Rich McDonough will be giving you the play-by-play, everybody. The players to identify the teams: Nashua South in the dark jerseys, the purple jerseys, going on your TV screen, left to right. Nashua North in the white jerseys, right to left. And that's where we take it away, Rich McDonough.
There we go. Right on cue, we got our first foul of the afternoon. Quick restart there. And right on cue, another one.
Yeah, welcome to field hockey, Rich.
Yep.
There's a lot of stops and a lot of starts.
But you can already see that the ball is really skipping on that wet turf.
It
Tom.
is. It really is.
And they're pushing it. It's going faster than you'd normally expect.
And, you know, the goalies need to get their footing because goaltenders in field hockey are stand-up of the stand-up variety, and they like the kick saves. They stand straight up for them. They got to be careful not to slip.
Yeah. We're going to do our best with the numbers here. Their numerals on their jerseys are pretty small.
Yeah, they are.
With a small font.
Yeah, we're not doing football, Rich.
No.
That's
those
numbers are huge.
14-inch numerals, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, we've got a busy week here on ETV. We've got the soccer doubleheader tomorrow, 4 and 6. Girls at 4, boys at 6.
Should be fun.
Yeah, and then on Wednesday at 6:30, the volleyball, North-South volleyball. That's at, and they'll be at North. North is going to be the home team for all the events.
That's right. Are we doing that one together? I know I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Oh, yeah, no.
All right.
I'll be there. And then, of course, Friday night, the main event, the football game.
Absolutely.
And there's other events later on next week. Golf, I believe, is next week. Cross country. So it does spill into early October.
Right.
To get the other non-field sports in there. So that's what we've got.
All right, Purple Panthers taking it in from the near sideline there. That's
for those of you who don't watch a lot of field hockey, most of the goals are scored on what they call penalty corners.
Yeah, you got to take good advantage of your corners.
You got to take good advantage of those. And just in case you want to know and look far ahead, as I probably jinx this, overtime, sudden death overtime, but 7-on-7. So only 7 players on the field.
That's different than when I was in high school.
Yes. Yep.
International play, I think they do a shootout.
They did that they do that as well, or they used to do it. They called it a stroke off, is what they call it in field hockey, but they don't do that anymore. I believe they just go with the overtime because somebody always scores with 7-on-7. A lot of fast breaks.
It's like going to 3-on-3 in hockey.
Yep.
Ice hockey, that is. Opens up the whole turf. But look at that ball skipping in that wet there. It's going to move. I think we'll see some...
there's an opportunity for North.
Yeah, we'll see some unforced errors there. And watch for balls skipping over the sticks. As a lot of people may know, or some may not know, you can only play with the flat side of the field hockey stick there. You can't use it like a hockey stick and use the backside. That's a foul. It'll go the other direction. And the call side in right here nearest the camera. Once again, we got Dylan Smith, fearless man on the camera today. Did a great job on Saturday night as well, covering that great football game.
He is. He's undercover today. He's not down on the field.
We're going to stick him out on the roof and just test him.
I'm the one who's got to go down on the field.
The ubiquitous Tom King, ladies and gentlemen. Well, they're kind of all feeling each other out here to get started. Kind of
Yeah,
like
but I'll tell you what,
boxing
North's
match.
got the possession under control here. This is a program that is in flux. The problem with success in National Field Hockey is the feeder systems. They don't have a lot of kids playing it at the younger levels. So, you got to grab them when they're freshmen and get them going. And North has tried, basically last year, Zoe Philibrown, who's no longer the coach, she basically was at Field Hockey 101. I mean, she just started from scratch with these kids and teaching them the game, so they just went along.
Right.
And then Kat, the new coach, is doing the same thing. So they're just trying to get a feel for the game.
She's also a very good lacrosse coach.
Oh, Philibrown?
No, McIntyre.
Oh, McIntyre, Kat. Yep.
Yep.
So was Philibrown was an assistant in lacrosse, I believe, but not this past spring.
Well, a lot of those skills go hand in hand. They, similar spacing of the field. Same.
Well, you see the kids play the same. I mean, a lot of the field hockey kids will play lacrosse for both schools.
Yeah, it's complementary.
The stick sports,
But it is hard to get those youth programs going in this particular sport.
It's the middle school where they really need to get it.
It's exactly right.
Really going, and they've had a difficult time doing it.
My high school system had a great middle school program, and that led to us having some darn good varsity and JV teams.
Nashua South had a player a couple years ago who was a very good goal scorer, Caitlin West, and of course she graduated. And
just trickled out right off the stick there of number 11. That's Sage Devins. She's a terrific player. Sideline start for the Titans here. As Tom said, they're hosting. Battle of the Bridge Week. I'm a Maryland transplant not too long ago, 8 years, but I coached at Hollis Brookline, and didn't take long to realize that this week is pretty special.
yes, this is a big week. So for North and South, they take a lot of pride in that rivalry, and of course it'll all come to a head, not a conclusion, but it'll all come to a big head on Friday night with the football game. And of course South will probably have a few things that they'll want to talk to their players about after losing last year to North 47-0.
Oh yeah, that was a whitewash.
Yeah, that's something they'll want to change.
Yeah, see the ball skip off the stick of
look at
Marin
it.
Lowell, who's a really good player.
Yep, Lowell's a good athlete. She's been a multi-sport athlete for South, and again with stick sports, and so that is a big thing. We have yet to have a penalty corner in this game, as we're almost halfway through. We are halfway through the first quarter.
And folks, if you didn't know, it's goal line to goal line on the football field. So you got a 100-yard field. It's about 60 yards wide. It flexes, and then it's divided into thirds. Obviously, you got a midfield line. You got two 25-yard lines where you get into your attacking zone. And then, folks, you see the semicircle. It's the semicircle that's in operative here. It's not the red one. It is the blue one.
Right.
And that's the we call it the D. You want to get the ball into the D.
Yep.
You can't score from outside the D.
Right, and a mistake was made in the Pinkerton-Girton game on Saturday where the goaltender made a save on a shot that was outside the EA scoring area, which she didn't have to make, but she had to sprawl for it on the ground, was out of position. So when she made the save, the rebound, she was not there to cover it, and it resulted in the game-winning goal for
Dunk.
DG.
Yeah.
And that was the mistake she made.
Yeah,
if she had just let the ball go,
Yeah.
even though it was going into the net, it would not have counted.
Yeah, and I remember seeing my first few field hockey games, goalies will just let the long ball go, and it goes in, and people yell like it's a goal, but
it's not.
It's pointless to do that because you do take yourself out of position,
Right, and
as Tom King pointed out.
She was on the ground and could not get back in time. So the goaltenders have to be well schooled in that, and they have to see exactly where the D area is and get a good look at it.
Discretion is the better part of valor. We got a triple hard whistle right there, looking for a substitution. You can sub on the fly in this sport, rather like hockey and lacrosse. And it's unlimited substitutions. The only rule is that the player must exit the field completely before the other person goes in.
Little light rain. That ball was all
headed for the Nashua River.
Nashua River. Yeah, there we go.
As if it's not wet enough.
Soggy day at Stellos. The umbrellas are up, although the rain is fairly light. Of course, by the time I get down there, it'll be pouring. We all know that.
You'll conjure up a downpour.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
All right, quick turnover there.
Yes, and North is trying to get quick on offense, trying to get some speed going so they can try to put some pressure on. But again, it's going to be South ball as they turn it over here with.
Well, and you saw.
See the clock.
Really,
there is 4:47 to play here in the first quarter.
And Molly Ducharme, who has taken that sweep in there, really good athlete, terrific player, reliable, multiple sport athlete, I believe. And it just slipped right off the top of her stick there, went right over. That's going to be the kind of day.
Yep, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You know, we always think about the footing of the players, but also with a stick sport like this, you got to get your stick in good position and be able to control the ball and use the correct side of the stick.
Bingo. You can use the edge, you just can't use the rounded part on the back. Oh, nice centering pass there.
Yeah, I just think they should just let it do. Anything goes.
Yeah,
Same with offsides in soccer. You know, change these rules.
That was Savannah Basford taking
a battle. This is a good battle. I'll tell you what, now, if you talk to Kiki McIntyre, I'm sure she's not happy. There's a save.
There's a big kick save, yeah.
She's probably not happy with how North has got possession.
Well, you can't miss her in the optic pink and the optic orange down there.
Oh, I know it. That's a shot on goal for Nashua North.
De La Lima had 26 saves against Pinkerton on the 6th.
She's got 2 now. She just made another one. I watched her against, I forget who it was. I came for the second half and saw some of it, and she was really under fire a little bit, and you know, withstood the test. But in the fourth quarter of a scoreless game, they gave up 2 goals.
Tell you, Jordan Lopez, number 21 for the Titans, nice interception there. Again, wet stick, wet turf. She couldn't maintain it because she had a lot of real estate in front of her. And with those conditions, instant turnover one more time.
That was good pressure by Nashua North to, you know, make South kind of squirm a little bit. We haven't seen South do the same thing. Will we see it here with 2:46 left in the quarter? And for those of you who are new to field hockey, it is 4 15-minute quarters, basically running time.
And you had to hit a body. You got to play it with your stick, can't play it with your feet or your legs or anything.
Yep. But I'll tell you what they've let go or loosened up on over the last few years is the balls in the air. Once the ball would be in the air, it'd be an automatic whistle. Not now, not anymore.
Yeah, I think as long as it's not in danger of hitting and hurting someone.
They automatically called it dangerous, even though it wouldn't be.
When I was a high schooler, that was it was a lot of stop and go because of that.
Yep.
And if it's not going to present a safety issue, why bother? Keep going. A lot of these rule changes are meant to speed up play and make it more efficient. Don't penalize somebody for making an otherwise non-dangerous but good play.
Yeah, it's unfortunately in field hockey there's a lot of that, you know, in terms of penalizing players for making good plays because it's not technically sound.
I'll tell you, Jordan Lopez over there, 21, I called her name just recently. She did it again, another interception, getting the turnover. She's very aggressive as a forward.
Judging by the name and who I see down there is probably the daughter of Aaron Lopez, who is a fantastic basketball player.
I will take your word for it.
Yep. If he's here, it's got to be it's family.
Well, I'm sitting next to the TKpedia here, so I'll go for it.
Well, he is also.
And there she is again.
He's also the dad of probably one of the better players that Nashua has ever seen since the split. Curtis Harris Lopez.
Oh yeah, sure.
He's at Holy Cross.
He's at Holy Cross.
Yep, doing very well.
I believe he wore number 7. Is that right?
21 when he played.
Okay.
2, and then it was changed to 21. I mean, been a couple of them. Here we go. Shot chance for South as they get down low.
Good defense there. Nice sweep inside. Forces the ball the other way.
Yes.
Good heads-up play there. Big hit
Look at that.
Look at that. Get it to space and run. That was an excellent hit.
Yep.
And number 12 for the
Here's
Titans,
the rush.
Alexa Farrell, gives it over to Lopez. Lopez pushes it through 2 defenders. Could have been called for a dual tackle there, but no.
Look how far out De La Lima came out to make that play. And it results in the first penalty corner of the game. And the clock is ticking. North's got to hurry here because there's 11 seconds left. They may stop
switch
the
ends.
clock. Are they stopping it, or are they going to switch ends here and do it at the end of the
3,
quarter?
2, 1. We're out.
All right, I'll be out, and I'm out. I'll be down on the field.
All right, Tom King's going to go down the field, do his thing for the Telegraph with his camera. I like seeing his pictures after games and reading his articles. They do play that one out, Tom. Nothing doing on the inside, and now your ref whistles it out, and that'll bring us to the end of one. No scores so far, which has been typical of both teams' seasons, but the Titans pressed a couple of offensive series and forced De La Lima to make some saves. Hi, I'm Rich McDonough again with Tom King. They're taking a break down on the field, so we're going to take one in the booth, and we'll see you on the other side of it. And welcome back to Stellos Stadium, everybody, in Nashua ETV. Rich McDonough here with you today. Tom King's down on the field taking care of business for the Telegraph. And we're here at the Battle of the Bridge week, starting out with the field hockey battle. Nashua North and Nashua South. Nashua North is the host today, and the Purple Panthers are clad in purple. There's no score in the first quarter, which I said earlier has been kind of typical of their seasons. We've got a 1-6 South team taking on a 0-6, a winless Titans team. And the Titans have had 0 goals all season, but they had a few very good pushes during the first quarter, created some havoc in front of the net. The South goalie, De La Lima, terrific goalie. As I said, she made 26 saves against Pinkerton a week and a half ago, and she can get the job done. She got 3 or 4 saves in the first quarter there. And the Titans put the ball in play to get started at the circle there. Again, 100-yard field divided into 3 segments and the 2 semicircles out in front of the goal. 16-yard depth on that semicircle. That is the scoring area. You cannot score unless you get the ball in that zone. And you definitely don't want to foul in that zone because you could get a penalty or a penalty shot or stroke, as they call it. All right, a quick restart being the rule of the day. No more slow stuff. They get going right away. That's number 1 there. For the Titans, that's Molly Ducharme. We've talked about her a bit. Terrific athlete, multiple sport athlete. Body call there, bringing it back. Well, we had a restart just inside the 20. That's a football, but they got to bring it out to the 25. And there we go. Good push inside. It's going to go over the back line there. And that'll be a turnover. Didn't deflect off of anybody, so it'll go to the Purple Panthers. Wet day, folks. You're going to see the ball skip off sticks a lot. We've already seen it, and they're taking funny hops. Hard to control with a greasy stick there. So some of these push passes, some of the, the lifts, the scoops, are not going to be doing very well because it's rolling on the stick head, and that's tough to control. I'm an old lacrosse guy. When the sticks get wet, same dynamic. Very difficult. They bag out. Tough to control. So what do? You keep your space. You got to keep your chin up, and you got to get your stick and your knees bent a bit more so you can control the ball. Better we have it than they have it was my old phrase as a lacrosse coach and player. And we're down at the 13-minute mark in the second quarter. 4 quarters in high school field hockey. 15 minutes a pop. And again, we're at 0-0 on the side. Good push pass there. Can't stay on the stick one more time, but excellent interception and tackle there by number 5 for the Titans. That's Leah Flannery. You can't tackle from behind, but you can do it from the side, the front, you name it. And you can't smash the stick. Unlike lacrosse, you can't check that way. That is a foul. Titans try to get it out to the top side at the 25-yard line. Gets obstruction there. And turnover, here we go. See, there's good spacing right there. But Johnny on the spot are the Titans. That's number 11. That's Madeline Dratch. She's a freshman. And a good player. Nice heads-up play there. And it deflected off of the Titans. Number 7 for the South team, the Purple Panthers, is Naya Musa. She is a very good athlete. Very tough and physical, very physical. And there she is, centering pass, finds nobody but the other team, and back we go on quick turnover by Musa. And again, you can't use the rounded side of the stick. The front side, the left side, if you're looking at it like a golf club, is flat. The backside is rounded. You can't use the rounded backside. So you have to what they call a dribble, and they call it an Indian dribble. And you flip, you rotate your wrists, and that way you maintain control. Unlike ice hockey, where you can use both sides of the stick. There we got a 3-out. We got a 3 break there. Should have used your spacing a bit more, and back over to the Titans it goes. Poked out of bounds hard there, and the Titans get a reset. They kind of withstand a bit of a break. Musa tries to go right through Devins. Excuse me, not Devins, that's Madeline Dratch. I just mentioned her. Here comes her number 11 counterpart for the Purple Panthers. That's Devins. And ricochet over the back line, off we go, changing directions. And back to the Titans we go. 10:27 on the clock in the second quarter. No score. A bunch of shots, a bunch of looks by the Titans, and a big hop on a big hit going all the way. That was a 40-yard hit. And running it down there, we've called her name a bunch, is Jordan Lopez, number 21. Athletic family, athletic young lady. And she can get after it with the best of them. Side in here for the Titans as the rain starts to pick up once again. Tom King predicted it. He's the human TKpedia, we call him, but he's also the human gully washer. Oh, good centering feed goes across the goal. Adela Lima can't get a hold of it, but it trickles away from her and then trickles to the right side, the far side of the field. And we got to play off the body. Can't hit it with your body. You can't control it with your feet. Just got to use the stick. And if it hits a knee or waist, it's going to be it's a safety issue, and they will call it and turn the ball over. Under 10 minutes now in the second quarter, first half. Again, 0-0. Rich McDonough here for Nashua ETV. Got a good crew here. Tom King was here a moment ago. We got Pete Johnson, our executive producer, Dylan Smith on the camera, and Dan Young. First time I got to work with Dan today, having a good time. I think it was a dangerous hit there, a little bit too high a swing. And the rain gets harder. We haven't had enough rain in New Hampshire this summer. All right, the Titans bang it out across the 30-yard line now, getting inside the 20 into the attacking zone goes Molly Descharme. Sticking low, wow. That one just trickles across the entire crease, the goal mouth. That 7x12 cage was yawning. Couldn't make anything out of it are the Titans, and back over to the Purple Panthers the ball goes. Dodging a bullet are the Panthers there. Pretty decent ball control in a hard rain there by the Panthers. Can't get a read on the number. That's number 5. That's Karina O'Donnell. Excellent player. She had a goal versus Pinkerton. And here comes Devins down the right side. Beats her defender. Feeds it in, but good sweeping skills there for the Nashua North defense. Panthers had a look at it, but good poking and a nice little jab right there. That's Descharme again. She's doing it on both ends of the field. kind of a striker type of build, and she's a tough athlete. Handling ball there is Erin Flaherty, number 4. She's a senior. And it goes over the end line, but it's going to stay with the Purple Panthers. And that'll drag it out to the top side, up to the 25-yard line. You can do a self-pass to get it restarted, which is what happens. And then we got a couldn't read that call there, but little break in the action. The Purple Panthers huddle up. Oh, and here we go. We got a penalty corner. Couldn't see why, but it's coming. You get 5-yard hash marks incrementally across the end line there, the back line. Now you push it in, you look for a 3 or a 2. Somebody said, oh, fanning on that ball. Again, there's the wet conditions again. That's Naya Musa fanning on it. Couldn't get the centering pass, but it was initially a pretty good look. Good defense there, offered up again by Molly Ducharme. Jack of all trades. And then that time it's going to go back over to the Titans. And getting it started there for the Titans was number 19, Sarah Weintraub. She's a senior. Good amount of seniors here, but also a number of freshmen on the roster for the Titans here. All by her lonesome there is number 5. That's Karina O'Donnell again. And she had that goalmouth staring down at her. But a good job in the goal there by Abby O'Malley. She got herself nice and wide, plenty of padding on there, made herself big. Sure, the goalmouth is, here we go with another penalty corner. You got to make the most of it. This is where, as Tom King said, you do a lot of damage. Push it out, push it in, you go high to low, open up some space in front of that cage. But decent defense there by number 7. That's Caitlin Fry. Good job, gets herself a turnover, hits a leg, and back they go. Promptly turning it over, and Naya Musa tries to center, keeping her stick low to the ground is her number 7 counterpart there, Caitlin Fry. Been doing a good job. There it is, a feeding pass, gets under O'Malley's wickets there, finds the back of the cage low, and there is our first goal of the game. North is fired up. South is fired up. And we're looking on the replay here. Couldn't get the full replay here. It found its way through a whole bunch of legs. So South takes the lead, 1-0, and folks, that is their 5th goal of the season. As we said earlier in the opening up the broadcast, North has 0 goals. Lots of looks today so far, but 0 goals on the season. That feed just trickled in through a bunch of ankles, and the Panthers were able to tap it in, kind of like Happy Gilmore there. And we're under 5 minutes to play in the first half, second quarter, and it trickles off a foot and goes out of bounds, and the Panthers will take control of it there. They're going to have to bring it out to the 25 or outside the box there. That's exactly what Naya Musa is about to do. She can't get it through 3 people there. Hard to do. And again, in these wet conditions, really good to stay low and keep that stick pinned to the ground so you can get those balls as they run in the wet turf. Moving it up with some speed there once again is Molly Ducharme. Very athletic player. Can't do it all though. Got to get some help from her running mates. All right, the Panthers bang it around to the far side, left side of the field, and it's going to trickle toward the end line, not go over. Good shadow defense there. You can't attack, you can't do a double tackle, but you can absolutely hedge and take away alleys from people. That forces the ball back out to the top side. We're coming to the 3:30 mark. Panthers up 1 just recently and looking for more. 2-0 lead in field hockey is an appreciable margin. Sure, you see some blowouts once in a while, but frequently you see 1s, 2s, 3s, and a lot of good defense. And we're seeing some good defense today. Big hit there, big hit, a little dangerous. So it's going to go over to the Panthers. Big swing, hit a leg. Umpires aren't going to let that go. So we turn it over. And the Panthers, backing it out for the Panthers there is Karina O'Donnell, very good athlete. Trickles over the end line once again, and we will change directions. We're under 3 minutes now, 1-0 Panthers. Rich McDonough here in the booth. Tom King's making his way back up. I can see him. He's got his umbrella. And bringing it over the midfield. Go the Titans. And this time it squirts out of bounds. Couldn't see whose stick it went off over there. I know one thing is Caitlin Monroe, number 9, giving chase. And one more time, the ball finds its way backside of the stands over there, doing a lot of extra running. Running time during these games, the clock just keeps running. They don't stop it for out of bounds or anything like that. And Tom King just rejoined us in the booth here, and he was able to witness that goal firsthand. Found its way through about 3 or 4 sets of ankles. All right, deflection goes off the Titans, and back come the Panthers with 140.
It also found its way there because O'Malley came way out.
Oh,
she
yeah.
Got caught out.
And it was behind her heels in a heartbeat.
Yep, exactly. But that's what South has got, that ability.
Nice push there by Karina O'Donnell.
As you watch here, they woke up. I mean, they weren't playing very well. I mean, North was putting a lot of pressure on. I mean, Dylan Lima's got 4 saves already.
I mean, it's like I dream a genie waved her wand and it was a different team.
Different team out there.
Exactly.
And there was no stoppage in play to cause that. No speech from Kristen McIntyre at all. Kiki McIntyre at all. So.
Well, we're under a minute now, folks.
This is
South is up 1-0.
And as soon as I told you when I went down there that the rain would pick up, right on cue.
And I made a point of saying so.
Right on cue.
TKPD is also Dr. Deluge.
Good grief. Telling you.
Appropriately, we got the outrigger music. You know.
Where's Johnson going? Is he going home? He's going back? He leaving?
Oh, boy, look at Musa. Could not get that feed in. She was looking for Marin Lowell, couldn't find her, just got a jab poke at it where the Titans defenders. Good job. Had that jab not gone through, I think
they had a break.
I think Marin Lowell or O'Donnell has a goal there.
Yeah.
And we're under 10, hitting the 5 seconds. 4, counting it down, one whistle, and you can hear the crowd counting it down already. And that's the halftime horn, ladies and gentlemen.
Let me tell you, days like this, press box is the best invention.
We have a beautiful press box, nice and dry. But after first half, folks, at the Battle of the Bridge, our first iteration of a week-long battle, Tom, we have Nashua South in purple, visitors, even though they all share this field, and they are up 1-0 after they changed their game during that second quarter.
We'll be back with the second half right after this. And welcome back, everybody, to Stellos Stadium. Tom King along with Rich McDonough. The Battle of the Bridge, field hockey style. And it's a 1-0 game with Nashua South over Nashua North. And Rich McDonough, how many times do we see a team dominate possession yet they give up that flurry for about 3 minutes, and it comes back to cost them. And that's what happened in Nashua North.
They got a trickle goal.
With the goal by number 14.
Keegan Dolan.
Keegan Dolan, who was in the right place at the right time and got her stick extended and knocked the ball after Abby O'Malley was off to the other side trying to come out to gauge the play. And it was a goal for Nashua South with 5:12 left in the first half, and that's what we got on the board, everybody. And Dela Lima, the goalie for Nashua South, she's got 4 saves already. O'Malley has 2, but she didn't have to make any until they were during that flurry. There were about 6 minutes left in the half. So that's what we've got. So now, if you're just joining us, South is in the dark uniforms, the purple, going now in this half right to left, North left to right. 15-minute quarters in field hockey, and we are starting the third quarter right now.
Running time, too. You know, on that goal, Tom, key was Karina O'Donnell, terrific player. In that wet, she got full stick on it, and it went through
a few
3 or 4 feet and ankles.
It was a nice assist.
Yeah, and, you know, a real good, obviously good finish by Keegan Dolan, who scored against Londonderry earlier.
It's almost like in soccer, a through ball, what we call it, right?
It is a through ball.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But she found herself with some good loose change and didn't waste it. All right, Panthers continue where they left off.
Like this little handy notebook, reporter's notebook. I can stick it in my pocket. I can put it in my jacket. It just, you know, it's not that big thing I need for football.
Since we're basically doing a radio show, Tom's got himself a spiral pocket-sized notebook.
Yeah, it's about what,
3 by 5 or something.
3 by 5, yeah.
Yeah, a la Larry David.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like that little book that Belichick has when he writes down things.
Oh, we're getting a look.
Here it is. Oh,
we're getting a look at
the camera right there. See, look at that. Look at this notebook. See, perfect. See, look at it. Nice, small. Never leave home without it.
There we go. All right, Dan Young getting the job done in the booth here, ladies and gentlemen. We got our micro camera.
Yeah, he saved us when we were able to see the replay of that goal.
That means the rent's going up.
Yep.
All right, Titans bringing it in, side in over there on the far side, away farthest from your camera. We got obstruction right there. Can't get in the way of a player or the ball. You know, it's a safety issue, but the ref was right on it. They're wearing the pink shirts tonight, the refs are. The umpires, excuse me. I guess it's pretty fungible in the United States. You give ref, official,
well, you know what kills
umpire.
me? You know what kills me with the refs is I don't know if they're doing it today because of the weather, and I don't think they are, but they usually have the communication system with the microphones, where they can talk to each other from one end of the field to the other.
Oh.
That's very interesting in soccer. I've seen it in soccer multiple times, and I've seen it in field hockey too.
I haven't seen it.
Yep, they've got a headset on, and they're wearing it, and are communicating with each other back and forth.
Well, when you got 2 people and with the ref shortage, we're nationally really.
Oh, football! It is nationally. I was talking to somebody. I was talking to one of the Miami Dolphin PR people last night at Gillette Stadium, and he was talking about the ref shortage. They even have it down in Florida. And they're doing the same thing, 9 o'clock in the morning, early morning games, whatever they can do to try to alleviate the pressure so the refs can do more in one game in one day and everything. That's what's going on.
Well, it's why we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday
and
games
he said the other popular thing is definitely the Thursday night games.
Right. I got my New Hampshire lacrosse reffing credentials last year.
Oh, you'll be working this
and I'm not going to do it because I'm working with you.
Oh,
and
really?
They keep begging me to come back.
So you'd rather be with me than with
Absolutely.
I love it. Isn't that great, Dan? You'd rather be with me. See?
Right, especially now that we got the
and
micro
Dylan.
camera.
You'd rather be with Dylan, too. We can't leave Dylan.
It is Dylan. It's all about him.
Can't leave Dylan out of this, even though he's not down on the field where he should be.
And Pete Johnson's surf music.
Yep.
All right, a little back and forth between the 25s. Results in another possession for the Titans, who got to get some of that momentum. They had some good momentum and some good pushes in the first quarter.
Yes, they did.
And they got to bottle that up and find it. And I think one way to do it is how often can you find Jordan Lopez, number 21? playmaker.
Talked to Aaron Lopez before I came up. He said that she's just started playing the sport last year. You never know it, would you?
No, but as
And
athletic,
he said she loves it. Oh, here's a break.
it's clear.
Right here.
It's clear she loves
Yep.
it. Yep. I'll tell you, Naya Musa is an excellent athlete all over the field. Very aggressive, very quick, and a strong athlete.
Yep.
Nevertheless, back to the Titans it goes after it goes over the end line. And we're just under 11 minutes in the third quarter. South still up 1, giving chase. That is number 4. That is Savannah Bassford.
Chipped ahead and a little contact there, but good sportsmanship. And then she tried to make sure she was okay when she hit the deck after a little body contact.
Gotta like that.
Yep. Well, these kids all know each other, I would imagine.
Oh,
I mean, it's
heck yeah.
less and less than it has been because of the fact that now there's a lot more identity over 20 years. Ball in the middle.
And it gets turned back over to the Purple Panthers. They'll start it up 20-yard line there, football yard line that is. And big push pass down the middle. That goes 30 yards. Giving chase over there for the Panthers is Karina O'Donnell.
Unbelievable. I'm up here and the rain has basically stopped.
Well, if anybody wants rain badly,
And it was
let's send Tom outside.
It was pouring when I was down there.
It really was.
Oh, my God.
I said you're the human gully washer.
I know it. Here's a
Oh,
break.
look at that nice feed inside. It trickles over the end line.
And it's going to be North possession.
Yeah, I thought it deflected off of a, but no, it did not. And back to North it goes. And
Tomorrow here on ETV, soccer will be the sport of the day. It's a doubleheader, and it's going to be a good one. North girls against South girls at 4, and then at 6, North-South boys will play. Of course, the rivalry between the soccer programs is intense. The boys, of course, played in the semifinals 2 years ago. Almost met in the semis last year, but North was knocked off by Central in the quarterfinals. And in the girls' game, at one point I'm saying, this is not going to be that great. Well, guess what? The way North play, watch this. Oh, pressure right now.
nice tomahawk feed
Wow,
there by,
it was.
by number 14. That's Keegan Dolan.
Yep, Dolan.
I thought that was going to find its way.
So did I. But anyway, back to soccer. The North girls played Bedford into a double overtime game in their last game, and that bodes well for the Titans. That should be a very good game against Nashua South. So there's a couple of good games on tap. Hopefully you'll be able to join us.
Penalty corner for the Panthers. Nothing doing. Good sweeping defense there once again by Molly Ducharme. I mean, she's not a sweeper. She's not a back, but she's a forward, but she's all over the field.
Yeah, the
Tom.
only problem is North on defense. That's their game, but they're going to have to churn up the offense.
They really do.
Down by a goal.
They showed they can get the pushes, but it's not happening now.
I'll tell you what, they've improved over the year because this is the most offense in the first half that I've seen from a North team in a long time. So they have really done the job getting these kids primed, and they've really played well in that first half. You thought that they would go in scoreless, but no, South took advantage of their flurry and got a goal.
And they've got a bit of a youth movement on their team there. I think about half the roster is softs or freshmen.
Gotta have the younger players playing, and the way that these kids are playing, I think they'll stick with it.
Sure. And if only
What year's
so you can have a meaningful
Lopez?
practice.
What year's Lopez?
She's a frosh.
Yeah, and so she took it up last year in middle school, and
She plays like a senior.
yeah, she sure does, and loves it.
Well, you got to like that kind of story.
Yep.
I mean, I've coached for 30-plus years, and I love seeing it when kids take to it.
Oh, there's a chance it just goes wide. And, of course, North missed an opportunity, Rich McDonough. They had a shot trickle down just barely wide with Dylan Lima out, and that was a chance for a goal right there.
Not enough sticks home for that,
Right.
though. Yeah.
Nobody there, but it was close.
And we saw the polar opposite with Keegan Dolan.
Right.
There's no offsides or anything like that. Just get it in, score. That's a good hit.
Thank goodness.
That would be
Oh, we'd be here forever.
repeat and rinse.
Yeah.
Kira Walsh with a nice interception on that hard hit into the center inside the D there. Good job by Walsh. Yet it goes outside. He got side in on the far side away from the camera. And the last flight of mallards coming into the river. And we're at 6 minutes in the third. 1-0 Purple Panthers in the Battle of the Bridge. Opening salvo here.
So 21 minutes essentially left in this contest. I think that's a long time. It's not in field hockey. It goes by fairly quickly. Here comes South. Look at this. Trying to get a rush on.
Tom, when we first met, you told me why it's the Battle of the Bridge. There are probably some people listening who don't know why it's the Battle of the Bridge.
Well, the bridge is basically the river, right? This river separates the two areas where these kids live and draw from, where the two schools draw from.
Yep. And when did the split happen?
Split happened in 2004, 04-05
Okay.
was the first year of the split. That school year, if
Well,
I'm not mistaken.
But the Battle of the Bridge week is real fun.
Yep. That was established by Lisa Gingras.
Who's
As the
still
athletic
on the
director.
job. And
Yep.
she is excellent at what she does.
Did it probably, I don't know, 8-9 years ago. So it's been, a really good format.
Excellent
Drum
athletic
up-
director,
Yep.
also doubles as a marketing executive.
Yeah. Drums up a lot of interest to get the kids all playing each other, during a certain. Now, some of these teams play each other twice, not in the fall so much, but in the spring. Lacrosse will play each other twice. Baseball used to. Now they only play each other once. So the lacrosse will have two meetings, boys and girls, but only one is like the dress rehearsal. The other one is the Battle of the Bridge.
And do we have football Friday or Saturday?
Friday
Friday
night
night.
here on ETV, 6:30 kickoff.
There we go. And BG hosting Merrimack this week on Saturday night.
It's rivalry week around the state for some schools. Bishop, Pinkerton and Londonderry will play each other in the MAC. Another rivalry I used to cover back on my Dairy News days, the MAC Plaque.
What a name.
Andy Mack. Mack Apple Orchards in Londonderry.
Ah, right.
That's where that comes from.
So I'm still catching up on a lot of local lore, Tom.
Yep.
Thus, I am glad I'm with you. Thus, I am not officiating.
I asked your son, Mike McDonough. I said, "Did you like playing football down in Maryland in the summer? In the start of the season when it's nice and humid down there." And
Oh,
he goes, yeah,
It's unthinkable.
exactly.
The kids are in full pads in August
Yeah, I know it.
in the Maryland heat. That's reason
He
10 we
said-
moved
yeah,
up here.
He said a lot warmer.
And it goes out of bounds and over to stays with the Purple Panthers. That's Wiley Hart. She's a sophomore. Another sophomore. We got sophomores and Frosch all over the field here. But there's O'Donnell. Good fight for it over there on the sidelines nearest the camera. But trickles away, and we've seen repeat. It's so wet that it's not working well at times. It's just hopping over sticks.
Teams are not able to get the fast break, and I wonder at what point whether South will try to go for the kill and put a lot of emphasis on offense, or whether they'll get back into a defensive shell. I'm not sure what they want, what Kiki McIntyre wants to do. But here's North, and they get the ball out to the middle of the field in space. They have a good chance to get an opportunity. They haven't had a shot on goal since that second quarter.
Well, there's good spacing right there. Musa takes off, gets a little. Couldn't see what happened there. I thought it might have been a hook, but it wasn't a hook. And back over to the Titans it goes.
And we're down
They got 2 minutes.
I was just going to say, we're down to 2 minutes left in the third quarter. So we have another quarter after this.
Look at De La Lima with the big kick.
Wow, did she kick that ball all the way out to the 20?
Easily, wow.
And
that was a
shot
seeing eye
again.
ball there, almost.
Oh, just goes wide again for Nashua North. And now they have an opportunity.
I don't know where that was initially contacted. Was it too far out?
It looked
Was flirting with it.
It was,
But back out to the 25 we go, or it's outside the D.
yeah, it is now. So they're going to have to get the ball in the circle. And instead, South comes up with it.
And a whiff on the push leads to yet another turnover. I think you can take your chances here because it's not a reliable transition if you turn one over. So push it.
Yep, exactly.
All right, we're under a minute in the third. It's still 1-0 Purple Panthers in the first installation of the Battle of Bridge week. Lots going on. Soccer doubleheader tomorrow. Volleyball, which I'll be covering with TK, I believe, on Wednesday.
Oh, you're in for a treat.
That's a loud gym, too.
You're in for a treat. It's a very good atmosphere. It's probably the best atmosphere other than football. Here's a chance for
look at that fan. Just couldn't get enough stick on the ball there.
And DiLima with a kick out. 5 saves.
Boy, O'Donnell is all over the field as well. Really good athlete.
But, volleyball's indoors, so it's loud, but it's as close to the basketball atmosphere as we get.
That's a fun gym.
Yep. Titan gym.
All right, here we go. 5 seconds, counting them down. Ref, we got a little obstruction call there on the side. In we go, but the horn sounds, and that brings us to the end of the third quarter. As I said just a second ago, Nashua South is up 1-0 on the strength of that Keegan Dolan goal on that big push in the second corner. So, folks, Rich McDonough and Tom King here for this Battle of the Bridge #1, Nashua ETV. They're taking a break on the field. We're going to do the same in the booth, and we'll see you on the other side.
We're back here at Stellos Stadium. No big waves crashing, if you remember the old Hawaii 5-0 when they would show those scenes.
Jack Lord.
Yeah, Jack Lord.
Yeah, and the Outrigger.
Great show.
That was a good show.
Yep.
Did you ever watch the reboot?
Not much.
James Caan's
I couldn't get into it. Nobody was like Jack Lord.
That show was great.
But here at Stellos Stadium, it's 1-0 in favor of Nashua South. Battle of the Bridge against Nashua North. But my favorite episodes for Hawaii 5-0 were always with Wu Fat, the criminal, the main criminal. That they were always trying to get, to solve. And he would always get out of whatever jam he was in with 5-0 and escape. It was always absolutely a super. And there were always these little crimes that would happen, and somehow they would trace back to Wu Fat. I loved watching that show when they were doing that.
Book 'em, Dano.
Yep.
That's what we're going to have to say up here with Dan Young in the booth. All right, Rich McDonough back here with Tom King, reminiscing about Hawaii 5-0.
I love that show.
It was a great show.
That was fabulous. Just could not get into the remake.
He had that Tony Curtis hair going on there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, Battle of the Bridge, #1. It is Nashua South up 1-0. And they've had all the momentum outside of a couple of spurts by the Titans. What do the Titans have to? They got nothing to lose.
They've got to just basically put the pedal in the metal, try to go offensive, but South is not letting them do that as they have the rush. South in the dark jerseys going right to left on your TV screen. North in light, left to right.
You're a poet and you know it.
How about that?
There we go. Your rhyme is on time. All right, restart outside the D there. Handling for the Panthers there is Marin Lowell.
She gets it in, but it's...
Oh, does it find its way? And it is a goal.
It's a goal.
It's a goal.
Yep.
Seeing eye goal.
I thought she was too far out. Let's see if we can run that back.
Replay.
Yep.
Couldn't see who converted it. Acting pretty happy is said Marin
Here we go.
Lowell.
All right, she's set up from the 20. That's number 3.
So a little bit of a push. So it deflected.
I think it deflected in off a Titan.
Off
I'm
a
not
Titan,
sure.
I
Yeah.
think so.
I think it was number 3 for
So whoever's
South.
closest to the goal. So
Yep.
Marin Lowell.
Yep.
So she was the one who initiated that from outside the D.
Yep.
Follow your shot, much like what sport? Hoops.
Hoops. Yep.
Boy, that's kind of a dagger with the wet and this pace.
Just 5 seconds, minute 5 in.
Anything can happen, but at field hockey, you got lower single-digit scores. That's 2-0 is a tough lead to overcome.
Sure is.
Nothing to lose, as we just said. Tom King and I just said, you got nothing to lose if you're the Titans. You're 0-6. You haven't scored all season. Let it rip. Take some chances. And again, free substitutions on the fly. The only condition is that the person who is subbing out is fully off the field, over the stripe, and then you can go in. There's no clever use of the boards or the sidelines like football. Ice hockey and lacrosse.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Happens all the time in lacrosse, even though it's not supposed to. All right, down the left sideline, far side, another interception by the Panthers. They have really stepped up by taking the ball off the sticks, and that was Kira Walsh.
Oh, here's a break for North right here, right inside.
Oh, and it stays outside the goalpost there, the 12-by-7.
Defense for South forced them away, and
they
did a good job to kind of congest that area and force the play away.
Set up a little picket fence and just funneled it over the line.
But I tell you what, North, they got some pressure going, but they haven't had. That was their best rush since the second quarter, and I would say since midway through the second quarter.
All right, back over midfield go the Panthers, but just as quickly, they turn it over, and back to the Titans we go.
Well, see, I'm up
Big
here.
whack, what a hit.
See, I'm up here, Rich McDonough. What don't you see in the stands now?
Rain. And Tom King.
Umbrellas.
Umbrellas, yes.
You don't see any umbrellas anymore.
Get out there and it'll start.
Yep.
There we go. Nice push down the far sideline by the Panthers there.
As soon as I go down for postgame.
There we go. Panthers spacing has gotten much better here. They're really opening up the field. All right, outside the D we are with the Panthers with the ball. Umpires asking to reset that ball. Outside and back to a quick start. Staying low and nice. Nice kick save
by
there.
O'Malley.
Yep.
Her third of the game. De La Lima has 5, so North still has the advantage. Well, actually, they're even in shots because South has got 2 goals, so it's 5-5 in shots. Oh, an umbrella just popped up. And I wasn't down there to cause it.
All right, here we go with another South penalty corner here. At that second 5-yard hash mark. You got 4 players in the cage with the goalie. And you got to push it out topside and then set it. Back in, that was a good give and go. Ricochets off a Titans player and trickles out. Oh, the end line. Yep, it's on the end line side.
It will stay South possession.
And back outside, way outside the D we go. And there's Musa handling the ball, number 7. And she's being told to get to the 25. Musa puts it in play, puts it in the corner, but it's too much pace on that roll, and it's a quick turnover.
And we are just under the 10-minute mark.
In the 4th. Well, if you're Nashua North, you got to start knitting things together pretty quickly. Make some long passes, keep your spacing.
Down 2-0 is the operative word, the operative phrase, because that's going to make it difficult.
Little obstruction call there. That's going the other way. 9:24-minute mark left in the 4th, left in the game, presumably. And it just squirts away from Alexa Farrell over there. Another one of those sophomores for Caitlin Previtt. Youth movement is afoot and it will bear fruit. It's just not doing it right now. But you see hard play, and that, as a coach myself for many, many years, decades actually, you got to take some heart. You're not into moral victories, but you like what you see.
Fan on the shot right there. She had a chance and fanned on it just at the top of the circle, and it'll be North ball.
Story of the day is skipping over sticks and fanning. Yep.
The weather conditions causing a lot of that. Tomorrow, of course, for soccer, it's supposed to be a beautiful day, but here at ETV, when we have to televise from up top here, it is difficult sometimes with the sun right in on us.
Well, you're going to be in the microwave oven tomorrow.
Hey, I don't think it's going to be that bad.
Remember we did a lacrosse game here this spring where it started to cook.
Oh, boy. It cooked here last week, that's for sure.
All right, under the 8-minute mark and counting.
And
2-0 for the Purple Panthers.
We're counting down the days to just a precious couple left for the compound to be open.
Ha!
That's going to shut down in a couple of days.
Oh, good deflection out there. That's Sage Devins. I mean, they're looking to make a long pass, and Devins got in the way of that. Good job. It stays with the Titans, but it robs them of what they were trying to create, some momentum there on the far side. And Devins just got in the way, made a good play. Never show up in the scorebook.
A lot of these plays won't.
No.
But coaches will talk about them after the game, that's for sure.
There's a mulligan.
Oh, I've done that.
Among the many reasons I quit playing golf, Tom.
I only can play once or twice a year now with time, but usually my vacation time. I played once this year, and I butchered my left arm for some reason. I don't know what I did, but I pulled something.
Not supposed to do that.
At our age, Rich, it's kind of hard to avoid, isn't it?
I played lacrosse until I was 54.
Yeah.
A little bit crazy, but I loved it. It was better than golf for me.
Oh, yeah, you're running around. It's a lot. But I will not take a cart with golf. I'll walk it unless it's a long, long, long hilly course.
There we go. Panthers with the ball, instantly turn it over. It's been a back and forth seesaw turnover
really
battle
has.
right there.
You know, South had that one opportunity. They took advantage of it with the free hit and got a goal out of it. North has not had those kinds of opportunities. Penalty corners few and far between for both teams.
All right, Madeline Dratch to restart it on the sideline. Big hit by Maddie Dratch there. Can't find its way in. Kind of the story of the second half, and even a lot of the second quarter as well for North. Couple have trickled in, unable to convert.
Right.
Giving good chase there, though, for North.
Here's a chance
Rachel
right
Riddell.
here.
And
De La Lima with a save.
Save, but it goes backside.
Right, so it's going to come back out, and South will retain possession. Nice save by De La Lima. She was way out of the cage, way out. If North had been able to get the ball across the field,
yeah,
they had a chance at a goal.
I mean, they're looking to create rebounds right now. And a good push there by Caitlin Fry.
And here it is. Look at the South defense. You've got 4 players. It's 4-on-3 basically. And North's going to get a penalty corner out of it or a hit. Let's see what they call.
It's penalty corner.
Yep.
So once again, 4 players can join the goalkeeper. They got to stay on the line or behind it.
And a lot of times in this sport, you'll see the kids have masks, the defenders. They'll put them on there, and then once the penalty corner is over, take them and toss them away. Because the ball can be high.
And
here we go.
Rachel Riddell is taking this corner, number 3. Get a good push to the top of the D. It's got to go out and then back in. Couldn't get a handle on it, though, Tom.
No.
Skipped again.
And the shot looked like one of mine off the tee, topped. And it did not make it.
But it stays with the Titans, who are getting a little bit of energy. Their sidelines are energized, that's for
well,
sure.
they've got time running down. We've 4 minutes to play in this game.
Now is the time. Actually, 10 minutes ago was the time, and look at, again, bumping off the stick and trickles over the end line, and that's going to the Panthers. Titans bench didn't like that. Yeah, it's going to stay with the Titans.
Yes, it is.
I was puzzled by that call for a second there.
And they're going to take it almost like a soccer corner over from the side of the field, and they have to inbound it.
And Coach Previtt knew what the call should have been.
Well, South backing up defensively as North's
all right, here we
pressure
go,
on.
long corner. Put it in. Oh, couldn't get the sweep. Again, went over the top side of the ball, but it stays with the Titans as it goes way out to the 25-yard line, but then rolls through the wickets. Good run out there.
Here comes a fast break
that's
for
O'Donnell
South.
again.
Yep. Fast break for the Panthers.
And she's able to collect it. I think she used the backside of her stick there.
Yeah, North, boy, they got a good push to get down low like that, and they not able to quite convert what they want to do.
I'll tell you, O'Donnell's an excellent runner.
Well, that's the one thing when these fall sports start and you're playing on this field, the main objective of any coach at the start is to make sure her players are in shape, right? And his players too, soccer and field hockey.
Oh, look at doing some low running there. That's a good push, very nice push.
3-on-1.
Showing some serious wheels, got to back it out.
South gets back, but good ability to hold on to it.
Good ball control.
Yes.
And she draws contact, and I think she draws penalty corner.
So here we go for North.
Yeah, that was Molly Ducharme.
Yep, number 3.
1.
Oh, number 1. Yeah, I see now. Number 1.
See her pump her fists in the air when she drew contact?
Yep.
Good job by Ducharme. We've called her name a few times tonight. She's a junior. So there are a lot of good players coming back for Coach.
Here we go.
But again, you don't like moral victories. You want to play hard.
But you know what? They huddled up there. Why did they do that? The clock was running.
They took about 15, 20 seconds off. Here we go. Oh, another.
There's a chance. It's still alive.
And it deflects off a South player. So
yep. South doing a good job defensively to cut the angles down. But it is still going to be North possession with another penalty corner, I believe. Or no, is it a side hit? Let's see. They got to go get the ball, but we're at 1:04 left to play. They don't have much time. But I think for the Titans, it's a hit from the outside. So it's almost the same play that South scored on earlier.
Oh, trickles in. Good sweeping there. Good defense by the backs for South. Oh, and it trickles in there. There she is one more time.
And all South's got to do is just keep clearing it with 40 seconds left to play.
Rachel Riddell is.
And look at Kat, the North coach. She comes right over there to get the ball, to keep the clock from going down.
You know, I'm a lacrosse guy. We
ring
the ball.
I've never seen a coach do that.
Yeah, we ring the field with balls because, we drew another penalty corner here.
I don't think they're going to get it off.
Well, I think they'll hold it.
They'll hold it. Yep, they hold it. That's right.
They'll let them play it out. Yeah, at the end of the first quarter.
Time being kept on the field right now by the officials, as they will give North their penalty corner. The horn will sound, but they'll still be playing.
And they try to squeeze it in. Can't do it. There's De La Lima again.
Another save. And that'll do it.
She's fired up.
And that's it. The final score, 2-0 in favor of Nashua South. Rich McDonough, I will head down on the field.
Tom.
Great working with you again.
Love doing it, buddy. And that's our first of the fall. Looking forward to Wednesday, bud. All right, folks. You saw the first installment of this week's Battle of the Bridge. Epic. Great week. It goes all the way through the end of the week, and we have a doubleheader, girls game at 4 o'clock here, soccer, and then the boys play at 6. Tom and I will be in the booth and on the sidelines at the gym at Nashua North to cover the volleyball game at 6:30, and then it all wraps up with the Battle of the Bridge football here at Stellos Stadium Friday night. The fans will be here. The stands will be packed. I tell you, this was fun. The girls played real hard, and there's a lot of good youth movement for both coaches, and they got to keep working and bring it back to practice tomorrow. But for everybody here at Nashua ETV, for our executive producer Pete Johnson, Dylan Smith in the camera, Dan Young getting it done in the booth all day, for Tom King, my name's Rich McDonough. It's been a real pleasure to be with you, and as I always say, we will see you down the road. Thanks, everybody.